Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the United Way for the Manchester United versus Brentford. It's going to say Newcastle. Brentford preview. Joining me today once again is Tom. Tom, how's things with yourself?
Grant yourself.
Not too bad, not too bad. I have the banter two banter clubs playing, which is Liverpool and Chelsea on this side, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow's game. I think. But what about you? Looking forward to tomorrow, or what's the feeling?
I think because we're at home, it makes it a bit easier. Like I'm certainly a bit nervous. And it was a very poor performance there on Sunday, but we're at home, so I think we'll be grand. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully it was just one of those games. But I can't wait for Casemiro to come back and Ericsson.
Uh,
Ericsson will be back, I
we need
think.
them.
So
We need them badly. No, we need them very badly.
yeah, definitely. I mean, Tottenham drew last night against Everton, so that's a good result for us. Them drawing against
Yeah.
Everton.
Harry Kane's an absolute disgrace for going on like that when someone tapped him on the face.
I seen that. Yeah, there was a lot of talk about that. I seen another photo. Like again, certain kind of parts of it, certain kind of shots from it or whatever look a bit alright, fair enough, and then some are a bit like seriously. So you don't know.
Well, no, I know, like it's definitely a red card. Like I'm not denying that, but he got
Oh
shot by
yeah,
a sniper.
yeah.
Someone just tapped him on the face. Like it's
I
not a
know.
big of a deal.
It's maybe probably because he's English player and all that, and anyways English
Yeah,
referee and all that, and anyways. But I think that was the Corey got sent off, so I think he'll miss
yeah,
the game on Saturday as well, won't he, against us, which is going to be ideal.
yeah.
So that's not too bad. Uh, but yeah, I mean, we spoke about the game against Newcastle, so just before we get stuck into it, Tom, just want to get your overall thoughts on that game, which we know
It
what
was a bit
happens, but
poor. It was poor. It was honestly like watching. Remember when we were playing Brentford at the start of the season? It was honestly that bad. Like I know if
yeah.
keeper is injured and all that, but that was just not fun to watch. It was just disgraceful.
Would it be safe to say if it wasn't for the hay, we probably would have lost that game by more?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna say something. I know we don't expect much from, but Wout Weghorst, that guy is an absolute imposter. I'm sorry, he's useless.
Hear me out. Are you dropping them tomorrow?
Honestly, yeah, I would. I'd honestly drop it tomorrow.
I don't disagree with you at all. I actually don't. To be fair,
I'm sorry.
don't get me wrong.
He needs a rest as well, sure. He's played every single game since he joined us. He's due a rest, to be fair. Now, that's probably knackered.
Like, don't get me wrong. His passion and you could say his work rate. I'm all of like it's not. It's good, but he hasn't got
It's
the
not good
quality.
enough.
Yeah, he hasn't like he can't finish or like I don't know. I don't know about Wakehorse.
Oh no, he's got these little attributes that like help him, but at the same time, if you're a striker that plays for a big club like Man United, you need to put the ball back to the net. That's your main job. You can do all this now on the sides and you can get credit for it, but the main job you have as any striker who plays football is to put the ball back of that net, and he can't do it. I'm sorry, but just not good enough.
Yeah, we just send them back to Burnley in the summer. Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, maybe buy him as a backup, but like, I don't want to see this guy in the starting 11 for as much longer as I have to. Like, I mean, maybe keep him. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'll see what Tenag's thinking. Hopefully, Tenag knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, it depends who you're going to bring in. I mean, do you send them back and bring in a young striker like an Evan Ferguson or that Danish striker, or I'd obviously bring in a Kane Rosenman, or do you keep Weghorst? I mean, Martial is there as well, so would it surprise you if we sell Martial and keep Weghorst?
Yeah, I mean, anything could happen. I mean, I would, like just get one or the other gone, and just getting strikers who can put the ball in the net and somewhat stay fit. That's all we need. Because Martial can't stay fit, Weghorst can put in the back of the net. Just get a striker who can do both those things to a pretty good degree. Well, obviously get like a main one who you know will perform for you, and get a backup one who's decent enough as well. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just it breaks your heart. It just breaks your heart, honestly.
Definitely does. I mean, I personally, I drop him as well tomorrow, but I wouldn't be surprised if he starts. It's kind of one of those things.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you actually. I think I remember now. If I can remember, you predicted you actually put Martial into your.
Yeah, I thought
Uh,
Tottenham was going to go bold. I thought Tottenham was going to start and balls
yeah,
wrong.
yeah. I
Like
mean, don't get me wrong.
I thought Martial when he came in wasn't too bad in fairness. Like I know we were
Mm,
shocking, but he wasn't the worst in fairness. I give him that. Like, but
Yeah, I really hope he's. A lot. The thing is, I'm not the only one that said it. I'm not the first that said it either. But we play better with Martial than we do without.
oh, we do.
Like
No,
I
no, we
actually
do.
do.
Oh no, we definitely do. That's a fact. Just the problem is he just so rarely plays. We don't know that. That's the problem. No, you're spot on there. It's just he so rarely plays. We just never see it. Like because he's always in the treatment table.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, he took a photo with the Carabao Cup with the with the physios and doctors. Oh, seriously, Marshall. But I really hope he can stay for the rest of the season. I really, really do. Because I do like Marshall. Don't get me wrong, but his fitness, like, I mean, if, you always say something about Martial. He's made like British politics or
I
something
know
like that. He's just fresh.
I know his legs are about as fragile as British politics. Yeah.
Oh, that's goal. That's what
Or
that
he's
one
about as
is.
fragile as British politics. He himself.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, hopefully he's watching this and he thinks, you know what, Tom, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, he probably knows it already by now, sure. I mean, I think that I'm sure he's not that in denial or that fucking stupid that he doesn't know if they injured. Yes, like,
Yeah, I know. I know. Sometimes you can be like when he is injured, or like you do get pissed off when he, you know,
yeah.
gets a knock or something like that. Ooh. Uh, so yeah, I mean, obviously we lost against Newcastle and we. Oh, sorry, I thought Chelsea scored. And we just about. You could almost say beat Fulham. I know we beat them 3-1, but let's be real. If it wasn't for the red cards, we probably would have lost. Is Casemiro being out the reasons for these poor performances, or could it be what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, it's a different word to tired.
Exhausted
Uh,
or drained, like.
yeah, we'll go with that because I can't remember. Like, could that be it? You know, games coming thick and fast, or what is this?
It's a bit of both. I'd say it's a bit of both. Like
Yeah,
Casemiro is a big loss, but at the same time, we've been playing like every 3 or 4 days there now for ages. Like I mean, they're bound to be a bit tired of Leeds. Right? These lads are playing nearly every like they're playing so often. Like I mean, I know we're a good team, but we're still learning. And this much games, even the best teams would eventually have a bit of a dip and a bit of a fall. Like and unfortunately, looks like that time's coming for us now. Like I mean, whether it's like when Casemiro's back, and we're getting players from injury back. I mean, Ericsson will be back soon. Hopefully, same Casemiro and Garnacho. So like we're getting the key players back from injury. That's the main bit as well. And we've obviously got big games. Obviously, hopefully we get top four, which I say we will. Surely we won't collapse that much. And obviously we have a semi-final FA Cup to worry about, and also the Europa League. So we've got a lot of games in fairness, but does this squad and the lack of squad depth as well is annoying as well because we don't have that much players.
yes, definitely.
I see how we're doing when like Casemiro and Ericsson and all them come back. See how we improving. I mean, we'll definitely improve a bit, but how much of an improvement it will make when they're back in the team. That's what I'd look out for.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's definitely it. And I mean, again, like as you said, you know, Casemiro to return, Ericsson, Garnacho. Hopefully he's back soon. Am I missing anyone? I think that's probably well. I know we have Van de Beek, but no disrespect to Van de Beek, but you know, him being out isn't really a big miss.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
he's a bench forward to be honest. He's not exactly an unreal player. Like I mean,
yeah, that's it. That's it. I mean, some would say it's handy for depth, but you know, when he plays probably rubbish. Like I don't get wrong, I don't hate him, but I mean, I get to that stage of me where I'd be like, maybe sell him in the summer.
yeah, it's he has to go. Sorry, he's clearly just not Premier League crew. I'd get him to be honest. He's just Premier League just doesn't suit him. Same with remember when we had Veron, our Australian midfielder.
Yeah.
Brilliant player, didn't suit the Premier League. Van der Beek's the exact same.
That's it. That's definitely it. And it depends how much you get him for. It really, really depends how much you get Van der Beek for. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if we keep him at all, to be honest with you. I really, really wouldn't. But again, the question, can United bounce back tomorrow? That's the title of the video, and that's the question.
I hope so. I mean, Brentford are an easy team. Like, Brentford certainly would be a tough opposition, but it's Old Trafford. We've very good fans. I mean, we've only just one game at Old Trafford all season in the Prem, so I do think that we'll be okay. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. Sure, we'll have to see what happens then.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, it's not going to be easy. Like, they beat us 4-0 at the start of the season. They bet us around. And that's when I thought it's going to be a long season. So we're definitely, you could say we're looking for revenge.
Yeah, I mean, we could be, but at the same time, I don't see just focus on getting the win and kind of getting a new rhythm, because obviously we're after just one result there. Just get the win. And obviously, if we can say it's revenge and all that, but honestly, just get the win. The win is the most important thing we need today. Good for confidence. We just need the points. It doesn't have to be pretty. Just get the points. Get as high as you can in the table. Call it. That's all you have. That's all you can really do.
That's it. I mean, I'll take a 1-0 win. I'll take a scrappy win against this. Because, a good team. And Thomas Frank is he's actually done a brilliant job at Brentford, to be fair.
Oh, he is nice. He's a good manager. He is good at me. And he's like Tone and all them. He's some quality players. Nice. He's doing very well.
I thought what happened there?
Sorry?
Tony, I thought he was in trouble. Remember, he was betting or something like that.
Yeah. I think they're still trying. I think they're still investigating. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I don't know what to do, to be honest.
Yeah, man, I'm just looking at them here. They're ahead of Liverpool. I know Liverpool are having a shit season, but they're and Chelsea. But that's still good for a team who are only in the Prem, a year, 2 years, I think it is.
Oh, no, it is. No, and I predict them to get relegated as well.
To be fair, I think many people had them down in relegation places.
Yeah, no, they're next. Fair play, they're actually next. I mean, they're a top team in fairness, so got to give them full credit for it. They're doing their job. Good team, good set of players.
Yeah, definitely. And imagine if they made European football next season. Say they finish 7th or well they are 7th, so but go to a Conference League or a Europa League, that'd be big. That'd be very big for Brentford, a team like Brentford.
No,
Thomas Frank. Thomas Frank be playing career mode. I mean, I'm just looking at them here. 28 games played, 10 wins, 13 draws, 5 losses. They have a goal difference of 9, and they're 7 points behind us with 43 to our 50. So again, they win tomorrow and they can go 4 points behind us. They can, and they're joint 6 because them and Tom, Brian and Brentford are having some season, aren't they? I respect where it's due. Respect where it's due. They are good. They are a decent team, and is it one of those things where if Brentford beat us, is it one of those what a surprise, or is it just good team? What can you do?
It depends how you play, really. I mean, I still would be expecting to beat them because we're Manchester United. Obviously, we're a top team. But no, they're certainly having a good season. They're not easy to break down or anything, but you still go in thinking you shouldn't be winning the game, but they are a good team in fairness. I'm not gonna take it away from them. They have a pretty good.
Yeah. I can't see where I come from though, but it's at Old Trafford. I can't see where I come from, and I think that's one reason why I predict us to win. But it won't be easy. I just hope it's not do you remember when we played Leeds? They got 2 goals. It was just one of those shitty, scrappy games. It was so poor. As well. But listen, again, we already spoke, will the fact of it being at Old Trafford make people feel confident, or is it because Ten Hag has taught us that, no matter the recent results, we can bounce back. Like I'm on about, we beat Liverpool, we won. Oh, we lost against Liverpool, sorry, we won. Like, is it one of those where Ten Hag's the man, or it's just, the next game after a demolition is lucky enough to be at Old Trafford?
Ten Hag's got a bit of influence. It's a bit of both, really, I think. Well, now, certainly Ten Hag would improve. I mean, he'd be obviously, as anyone, he'd be furious losing 7-0 to your rivals.
Yeah.
Especially when you're doing better than them in the league and you've won a trophy. They haven't. You've been doing far better than them in the league. You'd be furious.
How we lost against Liverpool, like, we must have been poor. Very, like, we were poor, but, like, we must, like, fuck hell.
They just kept on spreading out. The goal for half time was bad, but you think, only 1-0, we're still in this. There's still a chance. 2-0, like, we could see, like, 3 goals in space of, like, 10 minutes. Oh, my God. Disaster. And, like, one thing you should do, if you're just minding Barca's scoreline, don't make it worse. And we somehow even made it worse. Like, but they lost their heads. I mean, like, I know we've been doing really well before that, and that was I get so slagged. I will never forget that Monday, the day after I walked into school. I did not hear the end of that 7-0 at all, because I'm winning my other fan of my class and there's one of the different fans. I got absolutely scolded. I actually literally was begging my dad to just to fake for me to pull a 6 so I could stay home. It was actually that bad. I actually felt like
really?
I was going to get I was going to die.
It occurs to me, Liverpool lost the weekend after against Bournemouth. Did you look forward to Monday coming?
Oh no, there's so many, and there's different fans. They're so stupid. They never shut them out.
And they lost 4-1 this weekend, and the only time they get a beating is when you're not in school the week after.
Yeah, it's annoying, but sure.
Jesus, oh God, that's painful. That's what that one is. I feel sorry for you, Tom.
Oh no, I remember. Yeah, no, and we were doing some like little workshop yoke as well, and they had to like write on like notes. I forget what it was. Half the people didn't even write what they're supposed to. They just wrote 7-0.
And the thing is,
and laughed. Oh, it was not one bit fun.
And did you one of those where you tried to pick up for yourself, or was it just I can't do?
Oh
that
no,
anymore?
I accepted. I honestly, I felt like a lost child in Tesco. I felt. I really hope that anyone watching and no one has ever go through that again. Unless you're a Liverpool fan. If you're a Liverpool fan, you deserve every second because you're an absolute prick. But if you're a Man United fan, I sympathise with you, please. It's not easy. I'll tell you that. It is not one bit easy.
No, definitely. I mean, I'm trying to think. Have I? No, luckily enough, I'm not friends with any Liverpool fans. I was, but I'm not now. So you could say I'm lucky.
Well, being Man United fan wasn't lucky at all, losing 7-0, but having to go through and get absolutely abused. Oh man, I'll tell you this is something for nothing now, Dean. It is not one bit fun, especially if you're transition years who always never liked you. Oh man, it's a nightmare.
I'd love Liverpool just lost like a 4-0, just 3, 4, 5, 6-0. Then I can feel a bit better. But listen, Liverpool are shit this season. Like, they're poor. Like,
yeah,
they're like, I'd love them to play in Europa Conference League next season. I'd love it. Like, like that'd do. If they were going to make European football, Conference League is what I wouldn't mind them being in. But again, we're going to go through Ten Hag's press quotes. Please, I'm tired. So Eric Ten Hag confirms Christian Eriksen will return to the Man United squad training today after 2 months out with ankle injury. He has said, hold on, let me go back onto it. No, hold on. I was actually doing a pretty other shitty post. But obviously, since I'm trying to look for a Tom, what's your thoughts on obviously you won't be playing tomorrow or Saturday, I think, but what's your thoughts on Eriksen finally going to return?
Oh, good. No, he's one of our better players. He's on a very good side. I mean, I'd love to see him back. I mean, remember, he was doing really well there. Got really bad. Andy Carroll attacked him, got a bad injury there against Reading. Oh no, we've missed him. He's a good player, like sure. Like that's the reason we had to get Sabitzer. And like Sabitzer's good and all, but Eriksen was really good in fairness, so I can't really see him again. We've missed him.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so as I said, Eric Ten Hag confirms Christian Eriksen will return to the Man United squad training today after 2 months out with ankle injury. Ten Hag talks about Eriksen's though, and he says he's not available for tomorrow, but he's returning on the pitch. He's returning into the team training today, so you have to see how quickly he can make the progress. He's also said 2 quality players, which is Casemiro and Eriksen. The midfield department games will always be decided in midfield. When you miss 2 quality players, it's clear, but you have a squad. If you don't have them, you still have to win. I reckon Ten Hag is a bit relieved that Casemiro will be back next week and Eriksen.
Yeah, no, we need 2 of them back, like sooner than later. Like they're 2 quality players.
Definitely, and I cannot wait for him to go back. Like, what would you do? Would you throw them straight back into the team, or would you ease them on in? What we saying?
Ease Eriksen because he's off after an injury. With Casemiro, he's not injured at all. Like, so I'd say I'd
throw him
put
back in.
Casemiro back in straight away.
Yeah, you might see him come on maybe in the last 10, 15 minutes of either the Sevilla game in the first leg or the game against Nottingham Forest that Sunday as well. He also just on the rest, he said we played 6. I think someone asked him a question about are you struggling in the Premier League or something like that. I can't remember the exact question, but he said we played 60 minutes against Fulham with 10 men. We beat Fulham. That's the Premier League opponent. We beat them in the FA Cup. We beat Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. We didn't beat them on Sunday, mind you, but he says that's the Premier League opponent, so no concern. We know we can beat Premier League teams. He says we had a very bad performance against Newcastle. Because the opponent wanted them more than us. They were sharper. You could see in challenges we won only 16 from 61 challenges in offense, and in defense the opponent beat us 48 from 78 challenges. Then you can't win again. So he's definitely accepting that we were shit on Sunday, isn't he?
Yeah, no, it's good. Honestly, goes a long way. No, he'd know that we were bad. He'd hardly.
And I don't think any United fan has an excuse after that game. I couldn't find them. I actually couldn't.
I watched the whole match. We were just dreadful. Like it was so poor. Like I don't think one fan could come out and say we played well or we tried our best. We did. It was so poor. It was so poor.
Yeah, we were pretty ruthless. We were lucky to only be like we were lucky to lose 2-0. Like we should count ourselves lucky in that game. Which just goes to show we can be a bit leaky. And then obviously Ten Hag tried to throw the kitchen sink at it near the end with the subs, and unfortunately Newcastle just rubbed salt into the wound, and boom, we lost. He also said Wan-Bissaka is returned to training today. He also spoke about Wan-Bissaka as well on the low. He says, I think it is really close competition between them. Maybe Aaron gives you a little bit more defending. Diogo gives you a little more defense. He says, I have to say they both made progress in both areas. It is really close. You look at that load, the opponent to manage that. I'm going to ask you this question, Tom. Who do you prefer more, Wan-Bissaka or the low?
Honestly, at the minute, I think Wan-Bissaka is slightly better, but they're two they've improved so much since I came in. I know Dallas did really well before the World Cup. Then Wan-Bissaka came on the scene. He's been improving so much. So at the minute, I'd honestly say Wan-Bissaka.
We did it. Me, Ryan, and Michael did a show there last night. Not sure whether you seen that, and they were like, because Manchester United are going to listen to offers about Wan-Bissaka, and they said, if we're going to bring in a Frimpong, I wouldn't mind selling Wan-Bissaka. What would your take on that be?
Actually, if you bring him in, I'd get rid of him if you brought him in. Like he does seem a very good right back, so I wouldn't want him at all. I prefer Frimpong. So if you get Frimpong, I'll sell him, but if you don't, keep him.
Yeah, I think Frimpong costs like 30-35 mil. That, to be fair though, that wouldn't be a bad sign. And I'd be happy. I'm more than happy with that.
Good. He's a good player. I wouldn't mind him at all, to be fair.
I missed the Wan-Bissaka, the good Wan-Bissaka we had over the years, but if he's going to work a bit better under Ten Hag style of play or system, then I'll happily take it.
Yeah.
I can't find anything to complain. As well, but I'm just going to find Brentford's form here. If it lets me, actually, I don't think it will. Hold on. Just send that other. Does it matter who wins in this Chelsea Liverpool game, Tom? just want to throw it
No,
out there, like. No,
no.
right, cool. That's fine. I just want to know. As well, Ten Hag spoke about the sacking. Like, what's your thoughts on Potter getting sacked? Actually, well, I can look up this pretty
I'll be honest along with
Brentford
you. I
form.
mean, like, it was a step too far for him, I think. You know, like, he finished ninth with Brighton. He's not won more than Rafa in his career, and you're playing for Chelsea. You're asking for it. Like, no respect to him. Like, I know he's a developed manager, but it was a step too far for him, and he just couldn't handle the pressure.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, I'm finding Brentford. I'm just gonna go through the last five. So they beat Everton 1-0. Oh, sorry, Everton beat them 1-0. Sorry. They beat Southampton 2-0. They drew 1-1 against Leicester and drew 3-3 against Brighton on the weekend. So what are you saying, Tom? Like, I mean, that game on Saturday, I think it was, between Brighton and Brentford. I didn't watch it, but it seemed like it was a very good game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
The house was good enough.
Like even those results, like, looking at them, could they have done better, or
Well,
what you
they could
reckon?
have done, but at the same time, with the level their club is, those are still. I mean, Everton has to be disappointed because Everton they're not unreal or anything, but that's what their level, I think. To be fair, like, I mean, they're also got a few bad results here and then, not exactly a top tier team yet, but yeah, no, we can certainly capitalize because I mean, like, it's like at home where they did damage. I mean, away from home at Old Trafford, that's a tough one for them. So I think we should take advantage of that definitely, and hopefully
Yeah.
that will be okay.
When I think they beat City at their stadium, but yeah, I mean, it's not going to be easy.
City at the end had 2-1.
Yeah, I think that was
I won't
before.
be easy, but I do think we.
Yeah, definitely. So our last five, well, we lost against Liverpool. Not going to say the score, but Betis 4-1, 0-0 against Southampton, 3-1 against Fulham, and obviously Newcastle beat us 2-0. I go. I mean, even looking at our last five, Tom, could we have done better as well?
Oh, definitely. It was not the best 5 games of the season, but
yeah. I mean, just looking here, if we're joint third place. We're fifth at the moment, but if we win tomorrow, we go in the top four again. We could go third depending on what happens between the game against Newcastle and West Ham, but we can go. Let's just say we can go fourth if we win tomorrow, and that means we'll go 3 points ahead of Spurs, who don't seem to be they don't seem to be fairly promising even after getting rid of Antonio Conte, which when he talks smack about them after that game against Southampton.
There's one big rule: Spurs are Spurs.
Yeah, that's it. That is definitely it. I'm just gonna team news. Manchester United defender Arwan Bissaka is in contention after missing Sunday's defeat on Newcastle through illness. Ericsson has resumed training but is not ready to return, while Van de Beek, Tom Heaton, Casemiro and Garnacho remain unavailable. And Brentford midfielder Shandon Baptiste returns after completing a suspension, and Vitaly Janelt is back in training after an injury, so he won't be playing tomorrow. But Onyeka is ruled out. Azure, whatever his name is, and it was Potter ruled out. So you have a defender out, a midfielder, or maybe a fullback, I don't know. But listen, let's go through head-to-heads, which are never exciting. So, Manchester United have won each of their last 3 home league games against Brentford, a sequence spanning 84 years, scoring a total of 10 goals and just conceding 1. The Bears won this fixture 4-0 in August, so are vying to complete a league double against United for the first time since 1936-37. That's a long, long time ago, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Jesus Christ. So, Manchester United, let's talk about them. United have lost just one of the last 22 home league games, 14 wins, 7 draws, and are unbeaten in 12 such fixtures since losing to Brighton on the opening weekend of the season. Their next defeat will be their 200th in the Premier League, 718 wins and 262 draws. This will be their 200th midweek fixture in the Premier League. The win ratio on such games, 61%, is the highest in the competition's history. The Red Devils have lost 4 of their 8 Premier League games without Casemiro in the 2022-23 season, compared to 3 of 19 when he played. And Marcus Rashford has scored 18 home goals in all competitions this season, the most by any player at Old Trafford in a single campaign since Wayne Rooney netted 19 in 2011-2012. Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, so again, I'll go through Brentford fairly quick as well. Brentford's 1-0 defeat at Everton last month, has strongly lost in the last 16 top flight games, 7 wins, 8 draws. The Bees have drawn 13 Premier League matches this season, more than any other side. Thomas Frank's team lost all 5 of the midweek games last term, but are unbeaten in 3 such matches in the current campaign, drawn against Palace, Chelsea, and beating Southampton. And as we said, Brentford 2-1 at Manchester City in November, are vying to become the first London side to win away to both Manchester clubs in the same league since Arsenal did in the 1990-91. They're the only 100 top flight sides. They're one shy, of 100 top flight victories, while victory would give Frank his 100th win all competitions as Brentford head coach. They're not really. They were shy. Don't know what BBC are on about. But Tom, Brentford. Oh Jesus, Tom who scored there. What do you reckon? Do you reckon this will be, it'll be controlling the game, or do you reckon Brentford will be up for it?
Brentford will be up for it, definitely. Brentford know they've been a chance. We've been a bit runny recently, but no, I think they'll find a way against us, because they're pretty physical, so they'll find a way against us that way. But I think at the same time, I think that we'll get a break. Hopefully, find a way through that.
Yeah. Do you reckon we'll be up for it more though?
Honestly, probably. I hope it's us.
Yeah. No, same. Right, Tom. Let's go for predictions. We got your predict 11.
De Gea and goal, obviously, and then Shaw, Varane, Martinez, and Dallo. And then I'd say he's going to go Fred and Sabitzer this time. Thomas Sabitzer didn't work.
Yeah, definitely not.
And then Bruno Cam, Rashford on the left, Anthony on the right, and then Martial up top.
I don't know if there's any point in saying mine, because I'm going to agree with George Tom. The hating goals, Luke Shaw left back, Varane, Martinez. I would say Wan-Bissaka, but Ten Hag's not the kind of guy to throw someone straight back in. The low, I hope it's Wan-Bissaka, but I think it'll be the low. McTominay. I mean, would I be surprised if he starts him? No, but I would go Fred, Sabitzer, Bruno Can, Rashford on the left, Ante on the right, Marshall top. Yeah, so that's probably what I'd do, and I think many people would maybe say the same. Score predictions, Tom. What we doing? Confidence. How are we feeling?
I'm gonna go another 1-0 this time.
Okay.
And Martial's gonna score.
What do you mean, like one of those typical Martial goals where it hits off his knee or his arse or his toe?
Probably, yeah, not.
His football boot comes off and it just hits the ball on the way.
Yeah,
no.
It's gonna find its way to the net somehow.
I don't know. His knee be swollen and just set off that. He'll come off a legend. I'm gonna go a bit different, and I'm gonna go 2-1 United. I think I'm gonna say Rashford and Martial for us, and Tony for them. The 2-1, I'd happily take it, and I'm sure many would say, a 1-0, 2-1. Give me just 1 to 3 points. But yeah, there will be a watch along tomorrow. I think the game kicks off at 8, so probably join me about half hour before that. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Tom, thanks for coming on as well. Much appreciated.
No bother.
Thanks for watching. Anything else you want to say or whatever before we head off?
Nothing's everything, to be fair.
Good. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you all in a bit.